It fits right there, and I mean, you can get the pin in and out.
Check it out. Now I just gotta hook it up, figure out how to use it. Well now, guess what time it is? 15 minutes later. Well, not really, but look at that. First illness in a van. COVID. Wonderful, huh? So I got sick Wednesday afternoon, took off. Got a call from the guy that I was working with yesterday who said that he was taking a COVID test because he didn't feel good and that he'd let me know. He took his COVID test and he was positive, so I got a COVID test and I am positive. I'm already feeling better too. So COVID's not what it used to be, thank God, because it does kind of suck being sick in a van. You cannot get the temperature just right. It's either too hot or too cold, especially when you get the fever thing going, which I had the first night. First night I was in the Scarborough Walmart where I wasn't even supposed to be. Whoops, missed the trash there. And last night, my parents' house. I backed in, didn't even go in the house. My van's a mess, kind of. Actually, this is pretty clean for me. Look at my hair. So I'm gonna sneak in my parents to take a shower. I was gonna go to the gym, but I didn't think that was very responsible. I still have a mask laying around because I do have to go out today, which I'm debating whether to do or not because I feel good, but I don't know the current rules, not rules, but what do we call it? Like guidelines, I guess. I think you're supposed to wait 5 days from the time you saw symptoms, which would be another day, I think. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It would be till Sunday. So I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I definitely got to go take a shower because it's been a couple of days. Couple days of sweat, full day of sweating, 24 hours of definitely sweating with the fever thing. Quilt on, quilt off, quilt on, quilt off, sweatshirt on, sweatshirt, all night for like 20 hours straight. So anyways, let's get cleaned up. So it's day 2 of my quarantine, because remember, it's really 6 days, not 5 days, because day 1 is actually day 0. So when you hit symptoms, which was Wednesday, if that's day 0, and then Thursday would be day 1, and today's Friday, so day 2. Only the U.S. government can make something so simple as that confusing. So anyways, I've been kind of quarantining myself. I'm up at my parents' bootstocking, and I went in this morning before anybody got up, took a shower, used the bathroom, left the window open just for safe measure, and let it air out for a while. They went down and shut the window. I don't know if that helps, does anything, who knows. But other than that, I've been keeping myself. I have been up and about. I mean, I've obviously got still a little bit of a fever going because I get hot, cold and hot and cold and hot. Take a little Advil and I'm fine. I was able to carry my parents' pellets up on the deck. They had to carry it in from the house, the wood pellets. Got some stuff done in the van. Took about 3 naps though. So anyways, now I'm back up doing this, but the problem is I slept yesterday so much that I couldn't sleep last night. So that's why I think I'm tired today, because I still got up at the regular time. I'm just working on sharpening my microspikes because I am hiking on Sunday, which would be, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is 1 day short technically, but Bob knows the situation. He's good with it. So Bob gets COVID. I am not liable. He agreed to this, and I won't be kissing him, and I won't be kissing anybody on trail. We're just doing a short hike Sunday morning, which is Easter, so I don't plan on seeing too many people. Before I got COVID, I wasn't really invited anywhere. So my mother's not doing it this year. No one invited me to Easter, believe it or not. It's the first time ever. And Bob said, hey, what are you doing Sunday? It's Easter. And I'm like, nothing. He goes, let's go hiking. I'm like, okay. So I don't know where his wife is, but or maybe she's letting him hike. I didn't ask. I just said, yeah, sure. It sounds like a perfect Easter to me. So anyways, getting my micro spikes sharpened up. These are some old rock spikes, as we call them. I think these were back from when I used to wear like regular boots before I went to the Columbias, because the Columbias you need the extra. I needed the extra large, and these are just the large, so these fit on my trail runners. And I usually use Catulas with my trail runners, but the ice is so bad this year in the whites. Most people are right now kind of switched over to crampons, and I'm wearing trail runners, so I'm gonna sharpen these up good and go for the best, hope for the best, I guess is what I'm looking for. Must be that brain fog, right? The reason I can't speak, why I say Illinois and not Illinois. See, I had COVID when I made that last video. So anyways, get back to the work. I'm being my dad today. You know, we always joke that he's down back digging a hole, walking around his hole he dug, but there's no real hole. He just never gets anything done. Like today, he's been having fun with me. Every time he sees me, he's like, but yet I've gotten more done today than he has. So even with COVID, I'm more productive than some people. But I guess I can't judge, because maybe that's what retirement does to you. So anyways, I got a bunch of supplies I got to get out of the basement for. I think it's supposed to rain this weekend though, so for next week I'm strictly working on my van. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. A list so long, and then the following weekend is my going away party. So I could have been worse. I could have got COVID next week, and then that would have screwed up my party, because I couldn't have all my friends over if I was, contagious. But so we'll do that. That's gonna be a 2-day thing, because one of my friends can't make it on Saturday, so we're gonna do something on Sunday. I'll probably hang out in the Whites Monday and Tuesday also, and then I'm gonna be heading to Boston. Hopefully, I haven't talked to the guy, but we left it as I was coming down that I can't even remember what dates are. And then I'll go to Tracy's on Friday via Rhode Island, and go from there. Spend 5 days down at Tracy's house, and then Pennsylvania, I think, is next on the list after that. So we'll see. It's a good thing about a trip is you can go anywhere you want. Van life. Hashtag van life, right? Always important, before you start washing your hair outside, grab a towel. I do keep my towels by the back door. There we go. A little gel, and my balding head will look okay. What do you want? Hey, what do you want? I always thought you were the bad one, but it's him. Huh? Okay, you want some? No, let him have some. Well, here's Vanlife for you. On the farm. Wow. If you let me finish peeling my orange, you'd get some more, but... Ooh. Hey. Hey, you want this? Go get it. Look. Hey, look, 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 look. So it's now, let's see, what day is this? Thursday? No, Wednesday, the 20th of April. So, got my winch all hooked up. Wondering what fuse I needed to use. So I had it hooked up to a 150 amp fuse, which I knew wasn't enough. Started doing a lot of research into that. Come to find out, you don't actually use a fuse with a winch, because they claim, and I don't buy this, that the battery, well, first of all, back up. A fuse does protect the wiring, not so much the, I want to say appliance, but item or whatever, which is kind of true. But to me, protecting the wiring also protects your vehicle, because basically, if a winch uses 4-gauge wire, every time, that is basically welding, you know, what you'd use in a welder to make a welder. So that's a lot of amperage. Now, supposedly your battery only put out 700 amps. Well, 700 amps will probably melt metal together, catch your wires, definitely maybe turn your wire into an oven and melt the casing, melt something else. So I really did kind of want it on a fuse, but it's looking like that doesn't really work out well with a winch anyways. No, the dog's barking. So, but anyways, I had hooked it up to a fuse. Now I'm unhooking it from the fuse. This has been like the longest process. So anyways, let's get on the hood and get that switch back over. So basically, and I have to be very careful with this, because obviously the negatives post is right here. So I have positive disconnected, but I put a, I always forget what I want to call these. I always want to call it a grounding block. So anyways, I've got one for positive, one for negative down there. It would have been better off to put the positive down here and the negative up there next to the negative, but the length of the wires that I already had run did not work out. So when you put a socket on here, you will hit the negative. So you have to make sure everything's disconnected first. It's gonna be dangerous, but so anyways, so this is my fuse holder right here. That goes back, that wire goes back to my DC to DC charger. So I'm putting that back so that fuse will only be on that wire to my DC to DC charger. This is my winch right here. And then so if I had to unhook the winch, I only had to unhook here, and then the negative on there, and then the wire will pull right out. The DC chargers hook back up. And now we need to get power to the block. Wireless is on. Hold for light comes on. She has power. So it's all hooked up, no fuse, which, like I said, I'm not really crazy about, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go with it for right now. I've got some quick connects to put on it, so eventually probably I'll be able to take the winch off for my trip. I think I am gonna leave it on though, just because it does give me a lot of extra storage space underneath the bed. And unfortunately though, I have to put my bike rack on the back, which was the whole purpose of putting the hitch on in the front in the first place. So anyways, we'll test out this Harbor Freight. They claim it's as good as a Warn. It was definitely a lot cheaper. I paid, everything said and done, to even have the hitch was $250 to have mounted. I think it was $70 for the hitch mount for the winch, and then the winch itself was like $550 on sale. So I got less than $1,000 into it. Wireless, you don't even need a wire hooked up, so you can control it in here. It's got a magnet, but I don't have any place to stick anything with magnets in here. But anyways, we'll see how it works. There's I guess I could go try to pull a tree down with it or something. I don't really want to go get stuck just to try it. But anyways, see how it goes. At $250 a pop to get pulled out, I think I'll make my money's worth, as long as there's a tree or something to hook on to. But anyways, I'm sucking on cough drops. Says where at now. I think I'm gonna head to the mountains. It's beautiful today. I should have probably went and hiked today, but I think I'm gonna head into the mountains and hike in the morning, something small, maybe like Wombeck. And then Friday I'm hiking with Jen up Cannon, which is another fairly small one. And then Saturday we're gonna go up Washington. So I'll kind of ease myself back into the swing of things. I don't know what else I'm gonna do today. I'm not really feeling overly ambitious, but I need to get some stuff done. Gotta do it. So anyways, until later, or maybe till next time, who knows? I don't know. Do you know? Hey, thanks everybody for stopping by, and a little spoiler alert, I am on my way across the country and in Connecticut right now doing this video. More on that later, because I still got to post my going away party, which was a good time in the Whites, my last weekend in the Whites, with all my friends and my tramley, and I'm going to miss them dearly. So stay tuned for that, and then stay tuned for the very exciting trip across the country.